G'day everyone, and welcome to Griffinix Tabletop Miniatures. In this video, we'll be checking out Gotrek Gurnisson for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, but unfortunately, we don't have a pretty box. Just a plain old order box from GW. No lovely artwork about the miniature or anything really, just that. Oh well, I suppose we should have a look and see what it's like. Right, let's move that back. Okay, what do we have in here? Alright, so at least we've got the colourful instructions, which is good. Let's have a look at that first, shall we? Now we can actually see what the miniature looks like. Now that looks really cool. I love this character. For those of you who aren't familiar, Gotrek Gurnisson is a character who's had many stories, usually along with his buddy Felix. Whether that be in the old world, the world that was, or in Age of Sigmar in the modern time. And obviously this is meant to be that transition. Obviously it's meant to be the Age of Sigmar version of Gotrek, and he looks quite nice, doesn't he, really? Like, I mean, look at the weapon, his beard, his little tabard there, and he's got his fist up. Anyway, I think he's holding something, actually. Let me look at that with my eyes rather than in front of the camera. Yeah, he is. He's holding that little, like a dwarf icon or token or something. Anyway, I'm sure some people know what that is better than me. Let's have a look. Alright, so he's got a really scenic base, as we saw in the picture, and you can see there's a lot to it. That's alright, and it looks like some Skaven stuff down there. Yeah, a bit of a rat. A bit of a rat fella. I didn't see him up here in the first picture. I just saw the triangle shield and went, hang on a sec. Skaven. Ah, cool, cool. And you just put it together, layer it up. Oh yeah, and then you just put his little belt thing, or his crutch cover, whatever you want to call it. You attach that on, and then you sort of attach his body then down to his legs, put on the rest of his mohawk, his head, or his face, arms, and some little chain and thing that goes, I think, over his arm and on his back a bit. Anyway, then you just go into all the rules and stuff and whatnot. Anyway, let's have a look at the plastic, shall we? That's probably the most important part of such a set. Now, it does seem nice to me. Like, I like it, don't get me wrong. But if I'm completely honest, I don't know if I'll use him for Age of Sigmar. Now, some people are thinking, why? Why not use him for Age of Sigmar? What's the problem with using him for Age of Sigmar? And I'd say there's no problem with using him for Age of Sigmar. It's just, I've got an itch that I need to scratch. And that itch is Warhammer, the old world. Now, I had a huge dwarf army and a huge empire army and a few Bretonnian bits and pieces. So, Bretonnians are back. It's tempting. Go buy the set. Even the Tomb Kings, and I love them too, and they look great. Anyway, I'm not really talking about this model now, am I? Well, actually I am, because like I said, I'm thinking of using this for the old world somehow. Kit bashing him and maybe using him as some sort of slayer. When I say kit bashing, I mean like just very minorly, like changing his base, pretty much as a base swap. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I need to check the rules. I need to know if there's going to be, like, dwarf slayers. I assume there will be. And whether they, what base, like, their commanders and stuff use. So what I could try and make him out to be. Because they may not have this version of, like, his model in the rules, for instance. They might have an older one, or he may not be that old. I don't know. Because it's a different time period and everything, isn't it? Anyway, we'll see what happens with this. If anyone out there is interested in seeing what I do with this, we could easily, if you let me know down in the comments, I can make a video of what I choose to do. If I build him as AOS or Warhammer the Old World. I guess we'll see in time. What would you do? Would you do the Age of Sigmar version and keep him just as is and have him on this base? Or would you like to swap it out for a square one? Be interesting to know what you think in the comments below. Yeah. Really appreciate if you could give me your opinion on this. Might help me with my decision making. Anyway, if you liked this video and you enjoyed spending some time here today at Griffinix Tabletop Miniatures, then why not give us a subscription, hey? Or a like after you subscribe. And yeah, please feel free to leave a comment. Like I said, I'd love to discuss this further with people in the comments. And on top of that, I'd love to discuss anything and all tabletop. So, got any comments or questions or theories or stuff about things coming out or things that you like or things that you've brought or are working on? Let's talk about it. Let's spread, some more social shenanigans and, just communicate a little more. That'd be nice. I'd really like to know what people are doing. And yeah, if anyone's interested in the old world in particular, is there anything that you're looking forward to coming out? Perhaps Bretonians, the Tomb Kings, maybe it's one of the other armies. Anyway, I thank you very much for coming and spending time with me today. I have been your host, Matt the Hat. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.